Teaching for me is a very noble, a very rewarding activity. And I really don't think of it in terms of teaching. I think of it in terms of education. It's one of the hallmarks of CSU. We're not really teachers so much. What I found coming here is that I am among educators. A teacher is dealing with instruction. You can get instruction online. An educator is dealing with a person, is dealing with ethics, is dealing with careers, is dealing with the whole person. It is the ability to work with people that will shape the future. It's the ability to share my knowledge and my skills with people that are going to put that to good use. It's a very rewarding environment. My last move was from Myrtle Beach to Columbus. You don't get a Brazilian to move from the beach if there's nothing really interesting happening here.
Firstly, Columbus is a city located in a great location. It's between Atlanta and Florida, which is a plus. The weather is nice, which is very important for me. I hang out mostly with my teammates. We are a bunch of international people, so I'm glad about that because I'm experiencing the American college, but I'm surrounded by a lot of international people. Every person has a different culture.
When I first started at Columbus State, I was a little uneasy. I graduated from high school in Columbus, so I kind of wanted to go away, and obviously 4 years later it has been the perfect choice for me. I just really felt like I became a part of Columbus State. I began working for Dr. Mescon, the president of Columbus State University, as an incoming sophomore, and they were looking for a new student assistant. It was definitely a little intimidating. I mean, it is the president of the university, but it's also a very beneficial experience.
I remember coming to Discovery Day and being nervous, thinking, what are the new kids going to think of me? You know, I wanted to be cool. I'm coming to college. I didn't want to be spotted as a freshman. I was really nervous, but when I got there and we split off into our group, little did I know that those people that I would meet that day would become my best friends throughout college.
I chose Columbus University, well, for one, because of the affordable tuition. I visited a couple other campuses and they were lacking something that Columbus State had. When I visited Columbus State University, the experience, the environment felt welcome.
The focus groups we conduct with students, as a rule, the students will tell us that one of the big strengths that CSU has is the connection between teacher and student, how available the teachers are, how interested the faculty is about the students' learning and careers. That is something that we hear over and over, that when they come in with other types of attractives. Columbus itself, the university because of the programs, cost, location, and things like that. But once they get here, they realize that there's something else, and that is the attention and the care and the interest that they feel on the part of the faculties.
Well, I think that the class size at Columbus State is phenomenal because you do get to know your professors. They're there to help you in any way possible. So I would go to a lot of my professors with help on my essays before I would turn them in. So it was really nice to be actually a person and not a number.
The academic program in CSU is really good. My major is English, and I'm really glad about my courses and my teachers. It's a pretty prestigious school. I heard the physical education is really good, biology. The teams, like in sports, are also good. The tennis team, baseball, basketball, softball. CSU is good both academically and in sports.
All throughout high school, I knew that science was my passion. I knew wherever I went, I wanted to be a biology major. Hearing from previous CSU students about their awesome experience at CSU as biology students, I knew that that's what I wanted to do. There was a strong set of professors who were willing to help you one-on-one, and that was something that was really attractive to me because as a biology major, you're going to want that one-on-one time with a professor to fully understand and grasp concepts. I knew that coming here, I would be set to apply to medical school.
A very good motivation was from my coach. At one point in the middle of the semester, he told me, I think it's time for you to be the #1 player in the country. So I practiced hard with all the team. We were supporting each other every day. And so with the respect to each other and hard work, we just achieved great results.
The honors program is something that draws students to CSU as well. It's a growing program. It has more than 220 students right now and growing. It offers scholarships. It has students from out of state. Last year they had 2 students who had actual peer-reviewed publications in national publications, which is a big accomplishment for the honors program. So it has become another draw for applicants or anybody considering CSU to come here. If they qualify for the honors program, they have a lot to look forward to.
Graduating with honors at Columbus State was definitely not an easy task, especially being a biology major. However, knowing that I had the support that I had through the professors and knowing that I could come to them one-on-one whenever I needed it was definitely helpful.
I think that anybody contemplating CSU should be very happy when they see, well, we are standing at a very nice library to begin with. We just built the Student Activity Center for recreation. It's an amazing facility. And of course, you have to go to the River Park campus with amazing facilities for the arts in music and theater. Those are world-class facilities. Campus itself, main campus where we are right now, is very navigable, it's very friendly and pretty with the rolling hills. So it's a very nice environment.
Being a biology major, I definitely was at the library a good 23 out of the 24 hours of a day. It's been remodeled, there's study rooms there, and the librarians are very helpful whenever you need them.
When I first get on campus, I have to start my day out with breakfast. Columbus State University has a great cafeteria that serves buffet-style breakfast. After breakfast, I usually like to go to the library, look over my notes, get ahead. Then I attend class. From class, usually I go to the rec center, get a good workout in, hang out with friends.
If I wasn't in the library studying, I was at the rec center. The group fitness classes were always fun. It was just a good way to relieve stress, or just anything active, and at the rec center it was just always fun.
Yeah, the rec center is great. We have a really nice complex like the swimming pool, sauna, a nice place to run in the rec center.
As a freshman, I was able to stay in the Columbus State dorms, and that was a great experience because it really made me feel like I was a part of the campus. Some of the nicest living arrangements I've had thus far. So I think that that's important, and it's important that you have that sense of community. And while living in the dorms, we use the cafeteria. So we got to really connect with each other and have that community and have that kind of residential feel.
Groups on campus are either professionally oriented associations of students that belong to a certain major they already organize. Servant leadership is a very important program at CSU. Plus the fraternities and sororities and all sorts of clubs that you can engage in or belong to. We're always looking actively for internships for the students. We support the students' clubs with activities that are both social and learning. So we participate in our students' lives a lot outside the classroom as well.
I rushed Phi Mu sorority, and it was one of the best decisions I could have made because it really got me to see a different side of the campus. I think that's the best thing, is it's a really good social network, and you're not on Facebook getting to know people, you're in person, face-to-face getting to know people. And it really taught me a lot about organization, because the positions that I held, I really had to stay organized, and time management. So I think that it's really great to have that experience of Greek life. Even if you don't necessarily think that it's for you, you'd be surprised what you can find once you meet all these great people.
I'm a member of the Collegiate 100 of Columbus State University. It's an auxiliary organization of the 100 Black Men of Columbus, Georgia. And what we do, we focus on giving back to the community as well as giving back to Columbus State University and giving minorities on campus something to get involved with.
Learning about the servant leadership program at CSU definitely was something that attracted me to the school. Learning about how they interacted with the community and how they would help out through volunteer service was something that really struck an interest in me when I came here on orientation day. The servant leadership program on campus, they bring awareness to autism. We've gone to the Homeless Resource Network and revamped their whole system. We've gone through PAWS and helped, at adoption sites and helped revamp their volunteer system. The servant leadership program has definitely made an impact in my life and in the community.
Some of the activities for Welcome Back Week are really fun. As a freshman, they're really exciting because you get to know a lot of people and you're kind of putting your face out there for the first time. But even as a sophomore and a junior and a senior, you get to get out there and meet people that have been on the campus for 2 and 3 years that you've never even met. And they kind of bring the whole campus together. And also there's always free food and free t-shirts and things like that, so who can say no to that?
The university itself has a lot of support for international studies and for study abroad. These days, students have to think about experiences outside the classroom, not just being in the classroom, but you have to look for the internship, you have to look for the club, you have to look for the study abroad opportunity. College is about, I'm going to study, but I'm also going to find a niche that's going to strengthen my transcript. And Columbus State has a lot of those opportunities, such as study abroad for the students.
I was studying in Oxford, England, and I was able to explore the sites and study in buildings that were older than our entire country. It just was an amazing time for me to really get to know myself. I would have never had that opportunity had I not been able to get scholarships and grants that were given to me by donors to CSU. So that was an awesome thing that if I would have gone to a larger university, I might not have had that.
One of the greatest experiences I've had at CSU is having the chance to go to Costa Rica on a research internship through Duke University. I know that I wouldn't have gotten that chance had I not had great recommendation letters from my professors. Living in a rainforest for 2 months was awesome. My 5 a.m. alarm clock were howler monkeys. I would have to walk a mile to go get breakfast, and as I walked across the suspension bridge, there were sloths there. At night, you knew that there were jaguars out there, so you were scared for your life. There were poison dart frogs, tree frogs, everything you can imagine. In the morning, you would walk out and you would just see toucans just flying over your head. It's definitely an experience that I wish I could relive again.
We take interest in their lives, their careers. We are interested in facilitating or making it possible for them not just to have an education, but to apply that education when they leave.
CSU is way more than meets the eye. I think that it's growing tremendously and people are recognizing that. But if you're a student here, you truly, truly can become a part of something way bigger than you could ever imagine.
It's funny to think that just 4 years ago, I was sitting where you're sitting right now. And if I were to look back and have some advice to give you, I'd just tell you, have fun. College is what you make it. Make sure you get involved. That's definitely helped me enjoy my college experience, whether it's playing intramural sports or club sports or being part of other honor societies. Just stay involved and have fun.